Wait a minute. These double tapings aren't weeks off. We had a double taping this week and ended up going to Saudi Arabia to do
nice. Oh, you got vacation.
So there you go. That's a vacation spot.
You didn't take money from them, did you?
Yeah.
Hey, were you worried about the threat?
No,
Wasn't there a threat?
Not at all. There was a threat, but we were in the capital city of Riyadh. We had assurance from a number of different places, including the State Department. That
Yeah, but you guys have
fine.
done a show, right, where, like, I think in Iraq.
In Iraq, we got bombed.
Yeah, they were doing a show for the troops over in Iraq at a
Space camp?
We were in the middle of Baghdad, and we were actually putting up the ring in the little arena that we had built, and they sent 3 mortar shells our way. So we got shelled while we were building the ring. The last mortar landed about 75 feet away from where we actually were.
And so that was Vince McMahon led WWE.
Yes.
Went back into war zones after that, by the way.
Yeah,
War zone, shells come in. You think?
So,
You think
what
I'm
are we
not
dead?
You think I'm not coming back? I think they even upped it. They're like, we're doing this twice a year whenever we go in there. So with Triple H running the show with the threat, I was intrigued to see which way it would go. Show went on. You guys went right into it. I think that's a very, like, because I know the WWE is a massive part of, I don't want to say like evolutionizing, but kind of a part of evolutionizing that area. Whenever it comes to entertainment, WWE is one of the first like outside entertainments that isn't like state run over there, and it's like the first time a woman had a match over there. Super like the whole. It's a big, and we're talking about this, and people might judge us by talking about this from American standards, but in our hopes world that we're all living in, we hope that the entire world becomes a place that is accepting and equal and awesome. We all hope that. Not everybody hopes that. There's some assholes that don't. But I would like to let you know, we, as a team, say aye if you're hoping for that.
Aye.
Everybody's hoping for that, okay? Reality is that some parts of the world don't care about what some people hope the world looks like still. They are still living in a much different world because that's the way their rules, their religions, that's how it's always been. And, you know, there's always the conversation of should America meddle in all these things? And we have in the past, and it's never really worked out well, and I'm not diving into that whole thing. But I think like the WWE helping, hopefully, a country that has been very, I think, in viewing of our standards of how humans should be treated morally and everything like that, way behind. I think WWE has been quite a step, I think, for progression over there almost. And I know WWE takes a lot of heat from this about this for everybody, but there was like 2 women's matches over there. There was 2 women refs, authority. A woman was an authority in the middle of Saudi Arabia a couple weeks ago. Like, that is not normal. And I don't know if without WWE that ever happened.
It's been a progression. We had first, I think it was 2018, we had first women's match ever in Saudi Arabia, which was Natalya and Lacey Evans. We moved on to a championship match a year later. And this year, to your point, we had 2 matches. They were both for championships. We had the women's tag team championship match. And for the first time ever, we had a women's stipulation match in Saudi Arabia, which is a last woman standing match with Bailey and Bianca. So, we're gradually moving on. The country is starting to westernize a bit, and, we're hoping to...
That's the word, westernize.
Yeah. We're hoping to continue that trend.
Yeah, I hope so, too. I think it's a good thing, because if you just never help...
Can't do anything.
Like, nothing's ever going to happen.
Never
like,
going to change. Yeah.
And this, like, kind of leads to the conversation, like, if you disagree with somebody, you don't have to just, like just never talk to them again. You can be like, hey, we can come to I don't know. You guys are doing good work. I'm happy you survived, too. Happy you guys didn't get shelled.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, that is... I heard you guys were going to potentially get bombed, and I was like, is now the time to be playing this fucking game?
Sure?
I don't know.
Everything went well. Everybody came back safe and sound.
How hot?
We're good. It was actually awesome. Showtime was probably 76 degrees.
Wow.
Whoa.
Very nice.
I'm used to that out there. Obviously, I live in Texas, too. But Wade Barrett, who's been filling in admirably on SmackDown in your
I love
absence.
Wade. I'm a big Wade Barrett fan.
Wade made his first appearance in Saudi Arabia. I felt so bad because he had his sport jacket off before the show even started, and he was drenched through his shirt because he's not used to the heat over there.
It's been like 100 and something, though, over there.
Yeah, it was nice. It was in the mid-'80s during the day. It was mid-'70s.
What has it been before, though? I think it's...
we've been over there in the late summer where it's been 120 degrees on the field.
Damn.
And he's calling the whole show from the side.
Oh, in a suit and tie, too, by the way.
Yeah, because I've never been booked over there.
Right.
But like they get back from it, I'm like, what was it like? Like I have so many questions about what a completely different world is like. Basically, is what it is. And you start talking about it, and I'm like, how about the show? Was the crowd into it? Like, I was into it, yeah. And then I think Corey Graves said it was so hot. And I was like, oh, I didn't even think about that. And then you guys cut like this, maybe 7 to 10 minute promo about how the air felt as the night went on and sitting out there for 3.5, 4
Stifling.
hours in that heat and what it was. Yeah, I think you guys are doing, hey, good work, Cole.
Thank you.
Good
Appreciate
job,
it.
Cole.
Thank you,
Way to
guys.
go, Cole.
Thank you.
Nice job, Cole.
And shout out to Wade Barrett. I'm afraid I've got some bad news for you. I'm a big fan of his. I think he does a great job.